Well, good morning, everybody. Today we got something a little different. I know you haven't heard from me in quite some time. The reason is on uh, July 3rd, I was heading into Helena over the top of the mountains from a back route, and my bike mockeyed. Um, Turns out I thought it was just the electrical short, things we've been dealing with on and off, but it wasn't the short. And so the bike died, and I got off, checked, tightened up the battery terminals. The bike started back up, and then I got it started. I got about a mile down the road, and it died again. Some people had passed and asked if I needed help while I was fixing it the first time. And they said, well, they'll be coming back out from where they're going, so they'll check on me, make sure that everything's good. So anyway, to make a long story short, they came back, and another couple came by. They had an ATV with a trailer on it. They towed me back into the town of White Sulphur Springs. And so I ended up, and that was the 3rd of July. 4th of July, of course, was the 4th of July. So, wait a minute. The 4th of July. Yeah, so I was there for the 4th of July, or maybe they towed me back into town on the 4th. Anyway, yeah, it was the 4th because Monday I was hoping that one of the shops would be open. So we left my bike in front of a shop, and I got a motel for the night. Nobody was there the next morning, and apparently they weren't going to work on Monday. That was a holiday. So anyway, I went to an auto parts store that was open. They said, I asked them if he could check my battery and test it for me, make sure it's good. So he said, yeah, bring the bike back down. And so I brought it down. He tested it. The battery was good. So anyway, to make a long story short, we ended up thinking that it was the regulator, and there was no Honda shop in town. So what we did is we put I bought an extra battery. We charged them both up, and that gave me enough juice to get to what is it, Townsend. I think it's Townsend. Was the next town about 30 miles down the road. And the battery died just before town, so I was able to coast into town. At that point, it was still 65, I mean, it was still 35 to 40 miles to Helena. And I knew that if I only got 30 miles on one battery, I wasn't going to make it to the next town. So I found an auto shop that was open. They charged the battery for me at no charge, and sent me on my way. I made it to 10 miles from Helena when the battery died, and then so I swapped out batteries, went into town, found the Honda shop, and they were of course closed because it was still Monday, a holiday. And so what I did is I was looking for a campground, and then I found another auto shop that was still open, so I asked them if they would charge up my batteries, and they did, and no charge too. People have been really, really nice to me, and a lot of people have stepped up to help me. It's been pretty amazing. Anyway, so while I was there, I asked them about campgrounds, and they went online and found me a campground just around the corner. So the next day, I went into the Honda shop first thing in the morning, ordered a regulator, which had to be brought in, I don't know where they brought it in from. Anyway, I ordered that. I ordered brake pads. I ordered a new chain, a new sprocket, front and back, air filter, oil filter. Figured I was just going to do an overall overhaul on the bike. The chain was out on its pretty much its last legs anyway, so it needed to be changed, and the sprockets, they say, change at the same time. So I had to wait 2 days for the parts. Parts came in. I put the regulator on right in the parking lot. They gave me a little garage space to work in, at the Honda shop, and that's the Honda shop in Helena. So I put it in. The service manager came out and tested it to see if the engine was charging, and it wasn't. So that really put me on the spot. So yeah, that was on Thursday. So I called my second cousin who lives in Missoula. She'd offered before to come and get me a white sulfur, but I just didn't want to have to do that. I felt like that was just asking too much, because it was white sulfur would have been about 150 miles from where they lived, or actually 160, 180 some odd miles. So with that, I was stuck. So they came out and picked me up, and I ordered the new stator for the engine. That's what the service manager said he thought it was. And anyway, so I ordered a stator. I got the last one in the country from a Honda shop, because the Honda warehouse didn't have any. So anyway, it's supposed to arrive tonight at 7 o'clock. And then I was changing out the chain and everything, and I was going to change out my back tire, because I'd bought a spare tire. Well, not a spare. I bought a new tire when I was in Meeteetse, and I didn't want to change it at the time because I still had a little bit of tire left on my old one. So I figured I would run it until I got to Missoula. So anyway, I pulled the tire off, everything, and noticed that I had one spoke bad, which wasn't a problem because I had an extra spoke. The problem came up when it turned out I had two spokes bad. So I replaced the one, and I had to order new spokes, and I'm hoping those are going to come in today. So then I can remount the tires, get all that done, and then the stator comes in tonight, and hopefully I'll get that remounted. So in the meantime, I've been staying at my second cousin's farm, and I just wanted you guys to meet a few of my new friends. Say something, guys. Can you speak to the camera? Say hello, everybody. This is Miss, I don't know which one this is, but she's very happy to see us. Come here. Come on. Oh, anyway, I've been feeding them for the last couple days. I've been helping weed around here, so I have something to do. There's a few more of the other guys lounging in the resort pool, and they're resorting to relaxing and enjoying the amenities of this here luxurious resort. You can see they're quite happy. Did you want to say hi? Hello. Yeah? Yeah. Anyway, these are the residents here. You can see they're enjoying themselves, trying to get some feed. Oh, that's why they bang this thing so much. Anyway, and then I'm going to get my second cousin to give us a walking tour of the farm. I thought that might be kind of a fun change, and to bring you guys back up to date, and you can see what I've been doing. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off right now, and I'm going to go see if Amber's ready. All right, aloha.